Hey, how's it going, everybody? Wasn't planning on doing this video yet. Came in early. I was supposed to get this thing on the 5th and got it today, as I ordered it Sunday night. And when I looked at the shipping label, I was right. It came from the warehouse in Las Vegas. So, good to live at least 100 miles away from Las Vegas. So anything I get from that Amazon facility, man, I just get it like in a couple of days. So cool. Otherwise, I'm really liking this thing, but I am going to point out some of the possible problems that people have had with this that don't quite like it, which right off the bat, the obvious, everybody's got different sized heads and shaped heads, not everybody's the same. That's the obvious problem making something like this, man. It's not going to fit every single person on the planet. Which, lucky me, it fits me great once I got everything adjusted good. Another thing, and I'm pretty sure this is what happened, somebody, possibly in the Amazon comments section for this, was saying that they got one and they thought it was just outright defective, where they said one of these slid on real easy, the other one real tight. Anyways, should have looked in the box. I hope they didn't ship it back. They should have looked in the box to see if it was in there and didn't just fall off while they were packaging it up. But just on the top ridge here, there's a little thin strip of rubber, just enough to add some tension to it when you slide it on, because these fit on tight for me. I mean, I was doing it like this, just squeezing pretty damn tight with my fingers, and as you can see, I've got it level with the hinge, which is what I think they're showing on the box is level with the hinge. So I'd start out this way and try it on and see how it fits, and if it doesn't, then try and adjust it, because all the way up this was way too close to the face. Bringing this forward and just everything was off. So once I did that, it fits beautifully. And depending on your faceplate here, this could be a problem on hitting it, so you may have to just give it a little bit more play there so it's not hitting on each other. I've got it to where this sticks out just enough to avoid that. Otherwise, no problems. Then another thing which a guy was showing in his video of just different mods you can do on this for just adding on stuff, extra padding, this, that, and the other, battery packs, whatever. He was being pretty freaking brave doing this, because it's pretty rugged plastic that they used. I mean, it feels solid. But he was saying if these are down too low and just pushing into your head, just, I'd say subtle little tweaks, and you got an area there, like right where my fingernail is, that's just a thin piece of plastic, so I'd be holding that down and then doing it like this and just see if you can get them bent up a little bit, but don't go crazy with it, because I could see the tension of this being bent back, snapping that right off. Otherwise, for these, at least on how it fits me, could be my melon-sized head, I just feel a little bit of pressure from the pads, but comfy pressure, not like it's being just jammed into my head. And he was doing the same thing on like twisting them and stuff. Now on how these are stuck on, let's see. Okay. For these, the Velcro is the same shape of the pad, so the whole pad covers the Velcro. So don't just tear them off. I see people doing that on this kind of stuff, and of course it's going to tear or rip the Velcro off the thing. Just do a little bit at a time, man. Don't be impatient. It's another video, there was a guy who was saying, or maybe in the same video, he pulled one off too much and it literally just tore into it to where it was showing the padding that's in it. And on these, let's see. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it's just a strip or something, maybe. Nope, it is. Okay. Looks like they did the same thing for that pad to where it's shaped like the pad. It's the same thing. Just be really careful with it if you're going to start peeling it off to clean it. As far as I'm concerned, just get some freaking alcohol wipes or something and just spot clean it. Don't take the whole thing off to wash it. Unless it gets really nasty, like something gets spilled on it. Somebody farts in your face, man. Or whatever other disgusting things you can think of that would get it all nasty. But yeah, I'd just leave it on and just clean it the way it is. I have a feeling this one's possibly the same. Yep. At least on the sides, it seems to cover the circumference. So it's either a strip of Velcro going around it or that whole area there is Velcro. So yeah, definitely don't peel them off fast. Otherwise, they're on there really good. And this, it's got it, so if I have to grab it like that, makes a nice handle. Another guy was saying that makes a good handle. So unless it's really bugging you, it's worth having it on there. Otherwise, you don't need it. Fits just as good without. That's kind of why they have these. So it doesn't just fall down around your neck where you got some weird looking necklace. So, now what else I can show you on it other than, show you guys the box before I forget. It is a nice looking box. Doesn't come in like generic packaging. As in, this is actually made by an official company. Definitely tried to match the look of the original stuff for Oculus. And smaller box. The way they put it in, it is all folded up. So actually, it's only about that big inside the box. I do not want to take this off again unless I absolutely have to, because it is a bitch to get back on, man. I'd swear that they, God, how the freaking hell do they do it? Where is the seam? Is there a seam? Is there anything? Yeah, I'd swear there's a machine that just wraps this around it and then seals it, man. It is on really freaking tight. I had a hard time putting it back on over the box without tearing it. Otherwise, it is a nice looking package. Looks very professional. A few more pictures on back, just showing articulation points and whatnot. So, show you how it looks on the face. And if you're like me and like Ray-Ban Wayfarers, I don't know if they're all the same, as I'm planning on getting another pair of glasses made because they fit this better. But Ross, if you have Ross discount store and you like Ray-Bans, hit them up. Hopefully it's not just my store here in Kingman, but they've been getting Ray-Bans in. As I got a pair of Wayfarer 2s. God, it's like 45 bucks to buy these at my eye doctor. Oh shit, man, I think they're over 200 now. They are crazy high to buy them at an eye doctor to get them made prescription. So it's cool that most eye doctors will let you bring in your own glasses as long as they're ones that can be made prescription. Otherwise, they fit much better in this. They don't have that wide range there on the top part. And the arms don't bow out. So let's put it on like that. That's it, man. And I don't like having it on real super tight, so yeah, I feel a little bit of wobble. So I don't know, if you were doing like a workout type game or whatever, like those spastic anorexians on the commercials, then yeah, it may start bugging you, and you may have to tighten it up to where, yeah, it would put a little bit of pressure against your face. But just for the games that I play, and I mostly sit down, I haven't tried a game standing up yet because I got problems with my feet, but just this kind of movement, it feels nice and solid. And it's got a little bit of pressure against my nose, which that I might be able to adjust it a little bit more. Yeah, I took care of that. Okay. So yeah, just real comfy. And these, actually, to tell you the truth, I can't even feel them hitting my head. Yeah, they're not cushed at all, so they're just barely touching my head, at least for me. Because with the tightened up, my head pretty much takes up the circumference of it. Otherwise, just as easy to take off. So for now, unless it explodes sometime tonight, anything can happen right now. I'm going to give it a thumbs up and say, hey, if you guys need a good one, go for it, man. Price is right. Who knows? They may knock the price. You never know with Amazon. The prices go up and down. But right now, it's like $38.98 plus tax and free shipping. And the shipping would have cost me damn near $8. So, really good deal. So, as usual, because I live in Arizona, nature tried to kill us with drowning with all the monsoons. Now nature is trying to barbecue us with 100+ degree heat again. So, at least on the other thing, I can do a short video, easy enough, and just show you guys what I did on the other computer. But, man, unless it's nighttime, sundown, I can't stand to be in here, even with the ceiling fan. All it does is just circulate the hot air. It's just been freaking miserable here. And it looks like we're going to get the rest of the week that way. So, for anybody that does put in a request that says they want to see what I did on that mock-up, it may be the weekend, soonest, or next week. That's when it's supposed to start cooling back down, at least into the 90s, where I can tolerate it at night. But right now, it's like today, I think it was 104. Tomorrow's supposed to be even hotter or something, man. This weather here has just been crazy. I seem to just be having another hot summer. The thing that could suck worse is if I lived in Bullhead City or Topak, where my brother-in-law lives, man. He's getting 120+ degree weather on certain days. It's just, I lived there back in the 90s and it was just god-awful. There's a lot of lazy people in Arizona, and I know why. I mean, you get it that hot, you don't want to do anything but sit and just make your sun tea and just grab that thing just until your stomach explodes. I mean, it's like you're just constantly thirsty and sweaty. It's just horrible. Dry heat my ass. It's horrible. But at least I get a little bit of a reprieve here. Oh, also, for anybody interested watching, I brought up something on this little Apple Mini Mac. Anyways, had to do with the Wi-Fi. This thing's really sensitive on that. All I did was move it to the right 1 foot, pretty much in the same spot, but just moved it a little bit. Like there must have been something close to it that was blocking the signal, because I was getting like 2 megabytes speed at most for my download speed. I'm paying for 100. Now, when I run my scanner thing to test it, all of a sudden I'm getting like freaking 106 megabytes a second for the top speed and over 10 for the upload. So it's more than what I'm paying for. It's weird. It's like right now I got it just resting on top of my Atom computer printer, which is also on top of my Oculus Quest box, so it's up high enough. So I don't know. I'm just wondering if there was something in here that was just outright interfering with it. And got the TV going in the living room, probably got the computer going, and then a lot of times got the news going on my Amazon Echo, so got me. But all of a sudden it's doing better. That's all I can think. Something was in the way. So there you go. These little Apple computers, man, they're finicky. Otherwise, I am liking it. It's a nice little computer. Yeah, shit. Well, long enough video. Have a good one, everybody.